Welcome to the Coffee Basics series with Opus Coffee, where we'll be exploring different drinks, brewing methods, and the science behind coffee. Today, we'll be covering Espresso Drinks 101, highlighting the differences between all of the foundational espresso-based drinks in the coffee world. We'll start with the drink that began it all, espresso. Simply put, espresso is a small volume of strong coffee brewed with an espresso machine. Using a small shower of hot water under very high pressure, brewing takes place between every nook and cranny of the fine coffee grounds, extracting not only the liquid espresso, but also the flavorful oils that were present in the beans. This small and powerful shot of creamy coffee reveals the full spectrum of flavors a bean has to offer. Espresso by itself is a short and strong coffee. If you're wanting something with a little more volume, enter the Americano. We take those creamy espresso shots and mix them with filtered hot water. You have the classic concentration of a drip brew, but all of the flavor depth that comes with the delicious espresso-style brewing. You can customize it with cream and sugar, just like you would for a drip. Now that we know about espresso, let's explore the rest of our foundational drinks by introducing milk to the mix. The most iconic of these is the latte. We top those fresh espresso shots with steamed milk infused with microfoam. Teeny tiny bubbles in the milk that give an iconic silky texture. This is so delicious as is, but it's also popular to add in fun flavors and customize it to make a drink that's your very own. Our next milk-based coffee is going to be the cappuccino. Extra foamy milk is carefully poured over our espresso shots, about half foam, half steamed milk. Traditionally, this drink is unsweetened and enjoyed as is. Like the latte, it's still very milk-forward, but the airiness helps the espresso come through a little more, and the overall texture makes for a more vivid tasting experience. We move on now to the Cortado. This coffee has taken the world by storm in just the last few years, originating in Spain. While some regions have their own variations, we opt for the most common route, half espresso and half silky steamed milk. This is a very balanced drink and fantastic if you want to enjoy the bitter cutting flavor of silky steamed milk, but still experience the full flavors and tasting notes of your espresso. Add a little raw sugar for a sweet treat. We roll things back to a macchiato, full name espresso macchiato. Macchiato means spotted or marked, and that's because the espresso is marked with just a little steamed milk foam, usually only 2 teaspoons. This cuts into the espresso and adds a small touch of sweetness, but ultimately, the drink goes full espresso forward. A macchiato is one of the original drinks from the first wave of espresso, so try this classic and enjoy the bold flavors and depth of your espresso. We finish our tour de coffee with the flat white. This delicious coffee has come a long way in many different directions from its birthplace in Australia. We pull our espresso ristretto, or restrained style, for this drink. By using less water for the shots, we extract the first and boldest notes of our espresso. At Opus Coffee, we change things up by making this drink upside down, silky steamed milk in first, and finished with the ristretto shots, making for a coffee-forward first sip. A flat white is a fun coffee that lets you taste your espresso in a brand new way. Thanks for joining us for Coffee Basics Espresso Drinks 101. We hope you learned something new and feel inspired to try out one of these espresso-based drinks that you haven't before. When you visit an Opus Coffee location, our baristas are ready to pair you with a custom drink that's perfect for you and your day's adventures. After all, we're all about making good coffee for good people.